A young girl named Lily stumbled upon a treasure, a shimmering gold necklace, unlike anything she had ever seen. But this wasn't just any necklace. It held a secret, a tragic tale woven into its very essence. Lily, a girl whose laughter echoed through the small village, lived a life filled with simple joys. Days were spent chasing butterflies in sun-dappled meadows. Evenings were filled with the comforting warmth of her mother's stories, and nights were a symphony of crickets chirping under a blanket of stars. Yet a shadow lingered over their humble home: poverty. Lily's mother, a hard-working seamstress, struggled to make ends meet, their meager earnings barely enough to keep hunger at bay. One crisp autumn afternoon, Lily, driven by a yearning for adventure, ventured into the forbidden woods, a place whispered about in hushed tones by the villagers. They spoke of eerie whispers, of unseen eyes watching from the shadows, and of ancient curses that clung to the very air. But Lily, with her spirit of boundless curiosity, couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. As she ventured deeper, the sunlight filtering through the canopy of leaves cast dancing shadows, casting an enchanting spell upon the young girl. She brushed aside a spider web, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The air grew thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, and an eerie silence settled over the woods. As she ventured deeper, a shaft of sunlight pierced through the canopy, illuminating a hidden clearing. In the center, nestled amongst a bed of moss-covered stones, lay an object that shimmered like a fallen star, a delicate gold necklace, adorned with a single. Intrigued, Lily cautiously reached for the necklace. It felt strangely warm to the touch, as if imbued with a faint, pulsing energy. The world around her seemed to fade away, replaced by a fleeting vision, a young woman, her face etched with grief, clutching the necklace to her chest, tears streaming down her face. The vision vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving Lily breathless and bewildered. She knew, with a certainty that defied logic, that this necklace held a secret, a story waiting to be uncovered. She brushed aside a spider web, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The air grew thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, and an eerie silence settled over the woods. As she ventured deeper, a shaft of sunlight pierced through the canopy, illuminating a hidden clearing. In the center, nestled amongst a bed of moss-covered stones, lay an object that shimmered like a fallen star, a delicate gold necklace, adorned with a single. Lily, captivated by its beauty, cautiously reached for the necklace. It felt strangely warm to the touch, as if imbued with a faint, pulsing energy. As she slipped it over her head, a shiver ran down her spine. The world around her seemed to fade away, replaced by a fleeting vision, a young woman, her face etched with grief, clutching the necklace to her chest, tears streaming down her face. The woman, her eyes filled with a haunting sadness, whispered a single word: "Eleanor." The vision vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving Lily breathless and bewildered. She knew, with a certainty that defied logic, that this necklace held a secret, a story waiting to be uncovered. The woman's name, Eleanor, echoed in her mind, a haunting melody. Lily carefully placed the necklace in her pocket, a strange sense of responsibility washing over her. She knew she couldn't keep this treasure for herself. She had to uncover its history, to learn the story behind the woman's sorrow. With a newfound sense of purpose, Lily hurried back to the village, her heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. She knew she had stumbled upon something extraordinary, something that would forever change her life. The room, where a figure stood shrouded in shadows. Fear gripped her heart. Who was there, and what did they want? Lily burst into their small cottage, her eyes wide with excitement. "Mother, mother," she cried, breathlessly clutching the necklace in her hand. "Look what I found." Her mother, startled by her daughter's sudden entrance, looked up from her sewing. "Lily, dear, what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost." Lily, still trembling with excitement, showed her mother the necklace. Her mother's eyes widened in disbelief. "Where did you find this, child?" she asked, her voice laced with apprehension. Lily explained her adventure in the woods, the hidden clearing, and the fleeting vision of the weeping woman. Her mother listened intently, her brow furrowed with concern. "Lily, she said, her voice grave. "The woods are a dangerous place. We should return the necklace where you found it." But Lily was adamant. "Mother, I feel like I must uncover the story behind this necklace. I must know who Eleanor was and why she was so sad." Her mother, seeing the determination in her daughter's eyes, knew she couldn't dissuade her. "Very well," she sighed. "But be careful, child, and don't go into the woods alone." Lily, eager to unravel the mystery, sought help from the village elder, a wise old woman named Ilara. Ilara, upon seeing the necklace, gasped. "This is no ordinary necklace, child," she said, her voice hushed. "It's an heirloom, passed down through generations of a wealthy family." Ilara explained that the family had once lived in a grand manor house on the edge of the woods, a house that had fallen into ruin long ago. "Legend has it," she continued, "that a young woman named Eleanor, the only daughter of the wealthy lord, fell in love with a commoner. Her father, furious at her defiance, forbade their union. The young lovers, heartbroken, fled into the woods, vowing to return one day." Lily's heart pounded with excitement. This was more than just a story. It was a clue, a piece of the puzzle she was trying to solve. Determined to find the lost manor house, Lily spent the next few days exploring the woods, guided by Ilara's vague description. She searched tirelessly, her small hands brushing aside branches and leaves, her eyes scanning the undergrowth for any sign of the vanished. Days turned into weeks, and Lily began to lose hope. The woods seemed to mock her, their secrets stubbornly. Just as she was about to give up, she stumbled upon a hidden path, overgrown with weeds and forgotten by. Following the path, she emerged into a clearing, where the remnants of a grand mansion lay hidden amidst the trees. The sight that greeted her was both awe-inspiring and heartbreaking. The once proud mansion was now a crumbling ruin, its windows boarded up, its walls overgrown with. Lily felt a shiver run down her spine as she stepped through the overgrown archway, the silence broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of birds. Inside, dust lay thick on the floor, cobwebs draped across the crumbling walls. Lily cautiously explored the mansion, her heart pounding with anticipation. In a dusty sitting room, she discovered a hidden compartment in the fireplace, containing a tarnished silver. Inside the locket, she found a faded portrait of a young woman with kind eyes and flowing auburn hair. The woman's name, etched on the back of the locket, confirmed her suspicions. Lily felt a surge of emotion, a connection to the long-dead woman. She knew she was on the right track, that she was slowly unraveling the mystery of the necklace and the woman who had. Inside, dust lay thick on the floor, cobwebs draped across the crumbling walls. Lily cautiously explored the mansion, her heart pounding with anticipation. In a dusty sitting room, she discovered a hidden compartment in the fireplace, containing a tarnished silver. Inside the locket, she found a faded portrait of a young woman with kind eyes and flowing auburn hair. The woman's name, etched on the back of the locket, confirmed her suspicions. Eleanor. Lily felt a surge of emotion, a connection to the long-dead woman. She knew she was on the right track, that she was slowly unraveling the mystery of the necklace and the woman who had. Driven by a newfound determination, Lily spent the following days meticulously searching the mansion, uncovering fragments of the past. In a forgotten library, she found a collection of faded letters, their ink faded but their words still vibrant. They were love letters, penned by a young man named Thomas to a woman named El. The letters spoke of forbidden love, of stolen glances, and of a future they had dreamt of building together. They painted a picture of a passionate romance, tragically cut short by the cruel hand of. As Lily read each letter, she felt a profound sadness for the young couple, their love story lost to the passage of. One afternoon, while exploring the attic, Lily stumbled upon a hidden room, its door concealed behind a tapestry. Inside, dust motes danced in the single shaft of light filtering through a grimy. In the center of the room, a four-poster bed stood draped in cobwebs, a faded wedding dress lying forgotten on its silken. Lily gasped. This was Eleanor's room, a sanctuary of lost dreams and shattered hopes. As she touched the delicate fabric of the wedding, she could almost feel the woman's presence, the weight of her sorrow, the echo of her lost. Suddenly, a gust of wind rattled the window, sending a shiver down Lily's spine. She felt a strange sense of unease, as if she were being watched. Slowly, she turned to face the corner. Lily's blood ran cold. Who was there? And what did they want? The figure remained motionless, shrouded in the deepening shadows. Fear, cold and clammy, gripped her heart. Slowly, she reached for the necklace around her neck, clutching it tightly as a talisman. Gathering her courage, Lily took a hesitant step forward. "Who's there?" she whispered, her voice trembling. The figure remained silent, but Lily could sense its presence. A chilling aura emanating from the shadows. She took another step, her eyes straining to pierce the darkness. It stepped out of the shadows, revealing the gaunt face of an elderly man, his eyes sunken and filled with a haunting sadness. Lily gasped. The man, dressed in tattered clothes, looked like a ghost from the past. His appearance was both terrifying and strangely familiar. Who are you?" Lily stammered, her voice barely a whisper. The old man, his voice raspy and hoarse, replied, "I am Thomas." The name sent a jolt through Lily. Thomas, the name from the letters, the name whispered on the wind. "Thomas?" Lily echoed, her mind reeling. "The Thomas from the letters? Eleanor's Thomas?" The old man nodded slowly, his eyes brimming with tears. "Yes," he whispered, "I am Thomas. I never stopped searching for her." Lily felt a wave of emotion wash over her. This was more than just a story. It was a living testament to the enduring power of love. Thomas, his voice thick with emotion, recounted the tragic tale of his lost love. He spoke of their forbidden love, of their dreams of escaping the constraints of their social standing. He spoke of the day his father, enraged by their defiance, banished him from his own home. He had searched for Eleanor for years, scouring the countryside, hoping against hope that she was still alive. But all his efforts had been in vain. He had returned to the mansion, hoping to find some solace in the memories they had shared, only to find it abandoned and crumbling. He had lived as a recluse, a ghost haunting the edges of the forest, his heart forever broken. The discovery of Lily, wearing Eleanor's necklace, had awakened a flicker of hope, a desperate yearning to connect with the past. Lily listened intently, her heart aching for the old man, for the love he had lost. She felt a deep connection to Eleanor, to the woman whose story had captivated her imagination. As Thomas recounted the tragic events of that fateful day, Lily realized that the necklace, the locket, the faded letters, and the crumbling mansion were not just relics of the past. They were threads of a love story that had defied time, a testament to the enduring power of human connection. She knew, with a certainty that settled deep within her soul, that she had not just found a lost treasure. She had found a piece of herself, a connection to the past, a reminder that love, in all its forms, could transcend time and heal even the deepest wounds. Lily listened intently, her heart aching for the old man, for the love he had lost. She felt a deep connection to Eleanor, to the woman whose story had captivated her imagination. As Thomas recounted the tragic events of that fateful day, Lily realized that the necklace, the locket, the faded letters, and the crumbling mansion were not just relics of the past. They were threads of a love story that had defied time, a testament to the enduring power of human connection. She knew, with a certainty that settled deep within her soul, that she had not just found a lost treasure, she had found a piece of herself, a connection to the past, a reminder that love, in all its forms, could transcend time and heal even the deepest wounds. Suddenly, a chilling realization dawned upon her. The vision she had seen, the weeping woman clutching the necklace, it wasn't just a fleeting memory, it was a glimpse into the past, a connection to Eleanor herself. Lily looked at Thomas, her eyes wide with disbelief. Do you think Eleanor was there? That she somehow showed me the way?" Thomas, startled by her words, stared at her intently. "Perhaps," he whispered, a flicker of hope rekindling in his eyes. "Perhaps she was guiding you, leading you to me." The idea was both terrifying and exhilarating. The thought that Eleanor in some way had orchestrated this meeting, that she had reached out from beyond the grave, brought tears to Lily's eyes. A profound sense of awe washed over Lily. She felt a connection to the past, a bridge spanning the chasm of time. She had not only discovered a lost love story, she had become a part of it, a conduit for healing and reconciliation. Thomas, his eyes filled with a newfound hope, reached out and gently took Lily's hand. "Thank you, child," he whispered, his voice trembling with emotion. "Thank you for bringing me back to life." Lily, her heart overflowing with emotion, squeezed his hand in return. "It wasn't just you, Thomas," she said softly. "Eleanor guided me too. She wanted us to find each other." As they stood there, bathed in the soft glow of the fading light, a sense of peace settled over them. The weight of the past, the burden of lost love, seemed to lessen, replaced by a newfound sense of hope and understanding. Lily knew that this was just the beginning, that the story of Eleanor and Thomas, though tragically cut short, would continue to live on. A reminder of the enduring power of love, even in the face of loss and despair. News of the rejuvenated mansion and the rediscovered love story spread throughout the village, drawing curious onlookers and tourists from far and wide. The once forgotten corner of the woods, shrouded in whispers and legends, became a place of wonder and intrigue. Lily, with Thomas's help, began to document their findings, piecing together the fragments of Eleanor and Thomas's lives. They uncovered old photographs, unearthed forgotten journals, and interviewed the few remaining villagers who remembered the once grand family. Lily, driven by a newfound passion for history, began to research local folklore and legends, uncovering a wealth of hidden stories and forgotten histories. She realized that the woods, once a place of fear and superstition, held a wealth of knowledge. The villagers, inspired by Lily's enthusiasm, began to share their own stories, their own family histories, enriching the tapestry of the community. The once isolated village began to thrive, its residents rediscovering their roots and celebrating their shared heritage. Years later, Lily, now a renowned historian, returned to the village, her heart filled with a profound sense of gratitude. The mansion, restored to its former glory, now served as a museum, showcasing the history of the region and the enduring power of love. Thomas, though frail with age, remained a beloved figure in the village, his eyes twinkling with a mischievous glint as he shared stories of his youth with the children. Lily, standing amidst the bustling crowds at the museum, looked out at the vibrant village, a testament to the transformative power of a single discovery. She knew that the story of Eleanor and Thomas, a love story lost to time, had not only brought healing to the past, but it also paved the way for a brighter future. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the village, Lily felt a profound sense of peace. She knew that the spirit of Eleanor and Thomas would forever linger in the hearts of the villagers, a reminder that love, like the timeless woods, could endure even the harshest storm. Lily, with a contented sigh, turned her gaze towards the setting. As the last rays of light faded, she whispered a silent thank you to the woods, to Eleanor, and to the extraordinary journey that had forever changed her. She knew that the story of Eleanor and Thomas, though a tragedy, had become a source of strength and inspiration for generations. The old mansion, once a symbol of isolation and despair, now stood as a testament to the enduring power of human connection, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and love could always find a way to shine. Lily knew that the spirit of Eleanor and Thomas would forever linger in the hearts of the villagers, a reminder that love, like the timeless woods, could endure even the harshest storm. As the years passed, Lily continued to visit the mansion, sharing stories of the past with the younger generation. She became a living legend, a storyteller who brought the past to life, reminding the villagers of the importance of cherishing their history and honoring the memories of those who came before. One day, sitting on the porch of the mansion, a young girl with bright eyes approached. "Tell me a story," the girl pleaded, her voice filled with wonder. Lily smiled, her heart warmed by the familiar request. "Would you like to hear the story of Eleanor and Thomas?" she asked. The girl nodded eagerly, her eyes wide with anticipation. And so, Lily began to weave her magic, her voice filled with the echoes of the... She spoke of the forbidden love, of the tragic separation, and of the enduring power. As she spoke, Lily knew that the story of Eleanor and Thomas would continue to be passed down from generation to generation, a timeless tale of love, loss, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village. But in the hearts of the villagers, the light of the story, like the enduring love of Eleanor and Thomas, would forever shine. As Lily approached the end of her days, she found herself reflecting on the incredible journey that had shaped her life. The mansion, once a haunting relic of the past, had become a vibrant symbol of renewal and connection. It stood not only as a physical monument, but as a testament to the transformative power of love and remembrance. Determined to ensure that the lessons of the past would never fade, Lily decided to leave behind a lasting legacy. She wrote an exhaustive book detailing the intertwined histories of Eleanor and Thomas, the mansion, and the village itself. The book, titled Whispers of the Woods, chronicled her own experiences alongside the rich tapestry of human stories she had uncovered over the years. When the book was published, it was met with widespread acclaim. Copies of Whispers of the Woods found their way into libraries, schools, and homes far beyond the village. Lily's words inspired readers across the world to seek out their own forgotten stories and to cherish the connections that shaped their lives. On her final evening, surrounded by family, friends, and villagers whose lives she had touched, Lily sat on the mansion's porch. The twilight sky painted the village in hues of gold and lavender, and the sound of children's laughter filled the air. As the sun set, Lily whispered her gratitude to the woods, the mansion, and the love story that had changed everything. Years after Lily's passing, her legacy continued to ripple through the lives of the villagers. A group of young artists and writers, inspired by her story, began using the mansion as a creative space. They transformed one wing into a studio and workshop, where people of all ages could come to explore their creativity and share their voices. Among these artists was a young poet named Clara, who was particularly drawn to the story of Eleanor and Thomas. Clara felt an inexplicable connection to their love and often wrote verses inspired by their tale. One day, while wandering through the mansion's gardens, she stumbled upon a small, weathered locket buried in the earth. Inside was a faded photograph of Eleanor and Thomas, their faces illuminated with joy. This discovery reignited the village's fascination with the mansion's history. Clara's poems, infused with the romance and tragedy of the past, became widely celebrated, further spreading the legacy of the mansion. The young poet found herself at the center of a growing movement to preserve other forgotten stories in the region, leading her to become a champion for historical preservation and storytelling. The mansion, now a hub of creativity and history, attracted people from all over the world. It was no longer just a museum or a historical site. It was a living, breathing, intidia place where past and present came together in harmony. The annual Festival of Light, initially inspired by the love of Eleanor and Thomas, had become a global event. Visitors brought their own stories of resilience and love, weaving them into the fabric of the festival. The mansion's influence extended far beyond the village, uniting people from diverse backgrounds in a celebration of shared humanity. Decades passed, but the mansion remained a beacon of hope and inspiration. It was now known as the Haven of Stories, a name bestowed upon it by the villagers to honor its role in preserving memories and fostering connections. The woods surrounding the mansion, once feared for their secrets, were now a sanctuary of peace, with trails named after Eleanor, Thomas, and Lily. One particularly cold winter, the villagers decided to create a permanent memorial within the mansion. In the grand hall, where Eleanor and Thomas's love letters were displayed, they installed an eternal flamea symbol of enduring love and the timeless power of human connection. The flame became a focal point of the mansion, drawing visitors from all over the world who wished to light their own candles and add their stories to the ever-growing archive. Among the visitors were couples who had been inspired by the story of Eleanor and Thomas, young historians following in Lily's footsteps, and artists who drew strength from Clara's poems. Each person left something behind: a written note, a piece of artwork, or a small memento adding their own chapter to the story of the mansion. The mansion's reputation grew, and it was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized as a symbol of cultural preservation and the enduring importance of history. Scholars, writers, and tourists continued to flock to the village, ensuring that the mansion's story and the love that had sparked it all would never be forgotten. As the village thrived, the spirit of Eleanor and Thomas seemed to manifest in small, unexplainable ways. Visitors often spoke of feeling an inexplicable warmth in the mansion's halls or catching glimpses of shadowy figures dancing in the moonlight near the edge of the woods. Villagers believed that Eleanor and Thomas's love still lingered, guiding and protecting those who sought solace or inspiration. One spring evening during the Festival of Light, a young girl named Anna wandered into the woods with her lantern. She paused near the old oak tree where Eleanor and Thomas had first confessed their love. The air seemed to hum with energy, and for a brief moment, she thought she heard soft laughter and the distant melody of a violin. When Anna returned to the village, she told her story, sparking awe and wonder among the villagers. They began to share their own encounters, recounting moments where they felt the presence of something greater than themselves. These experiences, though fleeting, reminded everyone that the woods and the mansion held something truly magical. As generations came and went, the story of Eleanor and Thomas became more than just a tale of love. It became a legend that embodied the resilience of the human spirit. The mansion, standing tall and proud against the backdrop of the eternal woods, served as a living reminder that even in the darkest of times, love and hope could light the way forward. And so, the spirit of Eleanor and Thomas, entwined with Lily's legacy and the village's rebirth, continued to guide and inspire all who visited the haven of Storiesa, a timeless testament to the power of love, memory, and the enduring magic of the woods.